like this denim dress. It's a short dress. You know, I'm never gonna wear that in the winter, so. Got a bit of a problem with coats. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I need to tackle my wardrobe. It is finally the time of year where I can put away my summer clothes and take out all my winter clothes. I live in a really small space, as you can see here. This is really small. It could get chaotic. And I'm just a girl who's tried my best. I'm not here to give advice to anyone really. I'm just sort of working through problems as they come up and dealing with them as best I can. My storage situation is quite minimal. So anytime I go through my wardrobe like this, I do try to declutter anything that I can along the way. So there will be a little bit of decluttering today, again, as much as I can manage, but mostly it's moving things around. So it's taking out my storage suitcase that currently has my winter clothes, getting all of that stuff out, and then putting my summer stuff in so that, you know, the clothes that I have in my closet are actually functional and I just have a little bit of breathing room. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I always like to do is get rid of all this stuff because it sticks out so much. I feel like it's in my way getting to the wardrobe, and it's also an eyesore. If you've seen my videos before, you've heard me explain this, but I'll just say it again in case you're new here. Our apartment is so small, and this is really the only place that we can hang up our everyday use jackets, coats, scarves, bags, all that kind of stuff. We don't have wardrobe space, and also you don't really want to be putting like damp clothes into a wardrobe. We just don't have anywhere else to hang it. So it's got to be hung here. As much as I dislike having it sticking out from the door, it's just practical. It just, you know, is the way that it is. It's what we got to do. So a lot of this stuff is Steve's. So I'm just going to bring this into the living room just to give me a bit of space. And then, you know, if there's anything of my stuff here too that can either be stored away for the winter or donated, I'm going to do that. In Ireland, I wear a raincoat year round. It's funny because the winters don't get really, really cold. There are some cold days where you need something heavier. More often than not, just a raincoat is gonna work just fine. And like, you know, you put on more layers underneath. So anyways, needless to say, the raincoat stays out for the winter. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we're working with in the wardrobe. It's actually, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I think because I have been doing this a couple of times a year, you know, like a full closet clear out, it hasn't gotten too crazy. And I know it's really full, but it's not, I think it's quite manageable. The first step is to take out all of the really light clothes. I don't think I'm going to wear this light denim jacket in the winter. I'm sure I'm not actually, so that can go away. Mostly I'm taking out like blouses, you know, these light kind of tops, especially anything that's at V-neck. I will never wear this in the winter. It's just, I'll be way too cold in it. So anything thin like that, or, you know, these, where is it? Short sleeve, like clearly summer tops, stuff like that. And then obviously some of like my lighter denim. So denim jackets. I have this little, where is it? Here. Oh, God. Like this denim dress. It's a short dress. You know, I'm never gonna wear that in the winter. So yeah. lot of jumpsuits that I wear in the summer specifically that, you know, you just don't get use out of in the winter because they're all short sleeve, wide-legged, summery jumpsuits. I will keep this denim one out though, even though it's short sleeve. I could layer it. I can wear warmer long sleeves underneath, so I'll keep this out for the winter just in case. Okay, so I've cleared out quite a lot of space in the wardrobe. I don't have a proper set of dresser drawers because the room, like the size of this room, the shape of this room rather, is so awkward. Like there's nowhere that you could put dresser drawers. So I do have these temporary, you know, best solution that I have right now, storage container things, drawers. Wicker, they're baskets, essentially IKEA storage baskets that I use for t-shirts, socks, underwear, pajamas, and then, you know, my hair care tools, hairstyling tools, and some cloths and stuff like that. Most of this stuff can stay, but what I need to do is take out any of like the light t-shirts and tank tops that are in here right now that I won't wear in the winter. And will I go through the socks now? No. I'm going to need to go through and like just refold everything and go through the socks, get rid of any socks with holes in them, but I'm going to do it later. I don't want to get distracted. And in case you're wondering, this stuff over here, I have been kind of setting aside a lot of my summer clothes. So I was on holidays recently in Spain, so obviously that was hot. I've been waiting to change my wardrobe over until all of those holidays and whatnot have been done so I can actually put away my summer stuff. Anyways, after I've washed all my clothes and I've just set them aside ready for storage. So that's what's going on with this bag here. And then in this bag, I have my trousers that I need to get hemmed. I'm like on the search for the perfect pair of jeans, and it is actually impossible to find the perfect pair of jeans that actually fit me, you know, right off the shelf a lot of the time. I'm 5'3", and it's just really tricky to get the actual right length, you know, think something that fits in the waist, that's also good in the leg. Anyways, I have a couple of pairs of jeans that I haven't really been happy with how they look, and then I'm still looking for the perfect pair. And it's like, actually, let's just work with what I already have. I'm going to bring them to the seamstress and try to get them hemmed so that they, you know, are what I need them to be. So anyways, I've been keeping that stuff in here. I'm going to pull out a couple more pairs today as well, and tomorrow, hopefully, I'll bring them to the seamstress. These are two shirts that I've been holding on to that I think it's time for me to pass on. This one is a real shame too, because I actually got this kind of recently, but the color just isn't right. It's the combination of the color and shape, maybe my haircut or something too, but this, I love the idea of like a striped button-down top, but this isn't my perfect match. And it just annoys me whenever I see it, and then I think like, oh, I'm gonna try to style it, and then anytime I wear it, it's just not great. I think the color really washes me out or something. So even though I feel bad about it because I just bought it, I think this is time to pass on. And then this one, I actually think this color is really great. Like this, a really strong, like cool toned pink is a good color for me. But again, this like button down, high collar, I've had it for probably about a year and I haven't worn it once. I have tried it on a few times thinking that I would wear it, but for some reason I haven't worn it, so I think it's time to go. Before I actually bring in the summer clothes, I'm going to sort out the mess that is the bottom of my wardrobe. So in this container, I have like fitness clothes, but then I've also been starting to pick up, you know, different gifts or things. I got to say actually, hello, my name is Grace. I'm a Canadian currently living in Dublin, Ireland. I like to make lots of cozy home content, sometimes organizational stuff like this. I don't claim to be an expert in anything. I'm not here trying to like teach you organization skills. It's more vlogs, you know. I always want it to feel like it's just you and me hanging out, like we're a couple of friends hanging out in the house, you know. So anyways, if any of that sounds good to you, I'd love if you'd subscribe. But the reason why for the preamble is to explain the context. Like, I like to pick up gifts for my nieces and nephews who live in Canada sort of throughout the year, but I need a better place to store them because right now I've just been kind of shoving things into my closet. So yeah, I'm gonna pull all that stuff out and I guess put them in a bag or something to keep them organized so that when the time comes and I can actually give it to them, I remember that they exist, essentially. One of my tips whenever you're doing stuff like this is to try to make it fun in any way that you can. So, I mean, if you're doing it in the evening, maybe you can have a nice glass of wine while you're doing it, or if it's a daytime project, have a cup of tea or coffee, and then also stick some kind of entertainment on. So either a movie or a video, you could put this video on and we could organize things together, or you could listen to some good music or a podcast or something. I'm actually going to listen to an audiobook. I've been listening to this one audiobook called Girl on Girl, and it's about pop culture, like how women are represented in pop culture. Specifically, the section I'm listening to right now, because I've only just started, is like in the 90s. Anyways, I find stuff like that really interesting. I love analyzing pop culture. So yeah, I'm gonna stick that on and just kind of, you know, get stuck in here for a little bit. Girl on Girl, How Pop Culture Turned a Generation of Women Against Themselves by Sophie Gilbert. I'm only a few sections in, like 5 chapters maybe, and I do recommend. So far, so good.
Sheet stylist Melanie Ward remembered years later. It was all very instinctual. Day passed away in 2010. There was no intention to present any kind of golden things.
It's looking even more chaotic in here. If you could see what I can see, it's a lot. I'm going to show you in just a second. It almost feels counterintuitive to bring more stuff into the room at this time, but again, I have to because I have to take out the winter stuff in order to be able to put the summer stuff away. So I'm going to go get the suitcase that has all my winter stuff in it, and then we're going to put those items into the wardrobe and then put the summer stuff away. I thought that this was the suitcase with all my winter stuff, but it's not. This is the suitcase of suitcases, essentially. There are a few things in here, some like boots, so I'm gonna take those out. But my winter stuff, well, there's a few things. It must be in the other suitcase though, the rest of the things. So there was a couple of things in here, like one of my winter coats, and a couple of sweaters, and like I said, my boots. I'm not gonna put my summer clothes in here right now though, because I better check the other one. Anyways, I'm just gonna set the suitcase aside and see what's going on with the other case before I put any of the summer stuff away. This suitcase is a lot heavier, so it must be in here. It's a little annoying though because the other suitcase is actually way trickier to get to. This one is so easy, but I just thought that it was in the other suitcase. Anyways. Oh yeah, here we go. I should have just watched back my last video where I did all this for summer, and then I would have known that it was right here. Mittens. What is this? Thermal layers? Yes. It's gonna be coming in handy. Got a bit of a problem with coats. I tend to buy too many coats. I just love them so much. This is a fun dress. It'll be interesting to see how it looks with my haircut now though. Since I chopped my hair, clothes just look different. Colors, styles, everything, it just all looks different. So it's been a bit of an interesting journey seeing what actually still works in my wardrobe, and some things that I wouldn't have reached for as much now, I reach for way more. Yeah, anyways, so there's a few things that I'll probably have to try on just to see how it actually works now with my haircut. Mostly in here, I've got all my jumpers, you know, so these are the things that I get the most use out of, is just my cozy knitwear, essentially. It's also a question of like, how much do I actually need? Probably have too much. I'm worried I've got too much stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me take a video of this. This is crazy. I'm gonna show you guys what the setup is here, because you only see what's behind me, and that looks fine, right? Okay, here's what I'm looking at. There you go. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna put the summer stuff into here. There's a couple of items that I'm leaving in here because I've sort of missed the chance to wear them, or again, with just my current style right now, I know I'm not gonna get to it, but I still like them. And maybe, you know, in a couple months I'll want to reach for them or not, you know, but right now I've got space to store them, so I'm going to keep it for now. What should I put in first? Summer stuff. Shoes or shoes last? Shoes last. Yep. Clothes first.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good and that I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me. Stuck in repeat. Stop lying. I know you're playing your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. Is it over? How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go.
Okay, so I got all my clothes into that other suitcase. The suitcase of suitcases. I'm going to put the bedding, the summer bedding into here, and then my couple of pairs of summer shoes, like sandals. I think it'll all fit. The summer stuff is officially put away and I am totally exhausted, but I still have a lot of work to do. I think what I need to do next is actually pull down all my denim and all the stuff that's on these shelves here, just get that a little bit more organized because, of course, because it's winter clothing, I have so much more knitwear, and the knitwear really needs to be folded, and these are the only shelves that I have available for folded things. It might even mean that I need to hang up some of my jeans instead of putting them up there. I'm not sure. I also have to keep all of our bedding and towels in this closet because we don't have any other wardrobe or any other storage for them. So yeah. Okay, so the way that my wardrobe works is that I can really only, like, it's a deep wardrobe. So there's kind of a second row where I can put things that I just don't need to get to as often. So I'm gonna put these fleece jackets there now because I don't think I'm really gonna wear them much anymore, like at this time of year, but you know, it's good to have them kind of easy access, and also, I mean, that's just free space that I have, so I'm going to use it. And then the front row is prime real estate. That's where I need to put like my most worn jeans and jumpers. That's going to be a challenge.
Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Morning star, clear and true. Your honesty could pierce my heart right through. Plans are paper, I'm afraid. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay.
Yes, this is a lot of work, but the good news is I like fall winter clothes a lot more than summer clothes. So it's nice whenever you're taking all of your belongings out and you're seeing some of your favorite things, you know. And I'm at that stage of life now too where I've been at it for a while, you know, like I've been collecting pieces for my wardrobe. I mean, you know, it's obviously, it's nothing special, but I have some pieces that is just like I've had for years that I always come back to. Like I have this little dress. You can't really see the detail. There you go. You can kind of see it there. The little like scallop neckline. And it's a wool, like a thin wool dress from COS that I've had for, I'd say like a decade. And sometimes like when skinny jeans are in fashion, I can wear it with skinny jeans. When they're not, you know, I could wear it with just tights and boots or whatever. But anyways, it's one of those things I always feel very pleased whenever I pull out all my belongings. So I'm like, man, I have owned and loved this item for a very long time. And it's still holding up well. So I'm pretty pleased. I'm actually going to try on a few things too, because there's a couple items that I didn't really wear last winter. Like I said though, I normally like to store them again for a bit if I think I might come back to them. Like this I didn't wear at all. I can't remember if it's because of how it looked or because of how it felt. You can't really see it on this lens. Okay, I just changed the lens so you can hopefully see this. It's kind of hard to tell because the color's not going to pick up because I'm wearing black trousers with this. But I think the problem with this was actually where it falls on me. It's the exact awkward length for me. So if it was a little bit higher, it would sit better with jeans and everything, or if it was a little bit lower. It's just the way that it sits. Again, it's not really coming across because you can't see the black on black. If I was wearing lighter jeans, you'd be able to see it better. But I think I'm gonna give up on this one. I had it 2 or 3 years. I did wear it more the first year I got it, but I didn't wear it at all last year. The first year I got it too, I was living in Canada. Now that I live in Ireland, I don't know, I just haven't worn it at all. So I think, especially because I just have so little space, I'm going to donate this one. This is something, a fun sparkly top, you know, that you would wear around the festive season. But I'm not sure, again, if this gray is my gray. I feel like it's the kind of gray that might wash me out. Can you see the color? Yeah, I don't think it's my best. I don't think it's my best gray. I feel like I need to be, like I've never gotten my colors done, so I'm just kind of going intuitively with what works. And this unfortunately is not it. I always thought it would be because kind of darker colors, I feel like this is a cooler color, which I feel like normally looks better on me, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. What do you think? Obviously this isn't styled properly. I'd probably wear it with a skirt and maybe like a tank top or something underneath. Let me know what you think. I'm on the fence. I'm really close to being done, but I have a Pilates class that I need to get ready for. So I'm gonna have to put this on hold for now. I'm gonna go to my Pilates class. I have to get some groceries for dinner. And then when I get back, I'm going to very quickly finish this up and show you all the end result. For you, it'll be like no time has passed at all. I'll be back in like a second. For me, it's gonna be probably a couple of hours, so see you soon. I am back from Pilates. It's one of those things too where it's like, I booked the class earlier in the day because I knew I should, you know, like I needed to move my body. But then you get in the middle of a project, you're like, oh, should I just cancel? Should I not go? But anyways, I'm really happy I went because I definitely needed it. I just needed to like stretch and move and everything. Now I just want to get this project done though, so I can eat my dinner. Folded all my t-shirts, so I'm ready to put them into this drawer here. But first I'm going to quickly sort through all my socks and just try to get those organized. Again, if there's any socks that are too worse for wear, I can get rid of them. I got a lot of Pilates socks, you know, the ones with the little grips. They're so fun. All these different colors, you know, super fun. But I probably have too many. Like, I don't know. I don't need all of them. I certainly don't need to be buying any anytime soon, so. If you've been following me for a while, you've seen me talk about these wool socks from Costco. What are they? Are they merino wool? Ladies crew sock made with extra fine merino wool. They're great. They really, like, they're so breathable so your feet don't get smelly. They're really warm. I get really cold toes. I've got like Raynaud syndrome when your fingers and toes turn white and numb. And so these socks are really, really great. And they're also good with big boots. Like if I'm wearing my Doc Martens or whatever, these are the only socks really that I wear with them. So yeah, they are essentials. I'd picked up a pack in Canada when I was there in the spring, and then I've set them aside for come winter. So I got some nice fresh socks. Ooh, these got a fancy pattern on them. Flowers or something. Can you see that? So I like those wool socks. Those are the socks that I wear for winter and whatnot. But then it's also good to have some cotton socks. You know, like I've got these ones that are kind of short for the gym or sports. But then I like longer socks whenever I'm wearing sneakers or something. So I've been experimenting with actually buying some higher quality, you know, fancier socks. I got this pair recently. I don't know if you can see. Sorry, the light it's so dark. But I got some nice pairs from Arquette. And I'm going to experiment with that because normally I just get my socks from Pennies or, you know, something like that, somewhere cheap. But they do fall apart fast and they start to pill and whatnot. So I'm curious to see if I spend that little bit more, will I be wasting them less? You know, like will I get more bang for my buck, so to speak? So I will keep you posted on that. so then the last thing to show you is the stuff that I'm getting rid of. So in these 2 bags, I have donations. So I will bring these things to just the local charity shops or the thrift store. This bag, I have, I think 4 items that are a little bit more premium that I think I'm going to try selling on Vinted. I'd mentioned in a previous video that I was like, you know, had never tried Vinted before. I'm not really into online selling and buying and whatever else, but a few of you said that it was actually really easy and that I should try it out. So I think I'm gonna try it out. I suppose it's kind of like one of those things, I've got nothing to lose, right? I just need to put in a little bit of time. So with these items, I'm gonna try it out Vinted. This bag is all textiles that I've been accumulating for a long time, actually, that are just not good enough to be donated. You know, there are things that need to be recycled at this stage of their lives. So yeah, this stuff I'm gonna bring, like I said, to H&M, I think, because they have a recycling program, I believe. And then these are the clothes that I need to bring to the seamstress. So this pair of jeans I need to get hemmed. This pair of jeans needs a new zipper, so I'm going to talk to them about that because the denim is actually really good. So if she's able to replace the zipper, that'd be great because then I can keep the jeans. There's nothing else wrong with them. It's just the zipper. And then this pair of trousers here has a rip in it, like along the leg. And they're pretty new trousers. Like it was one of those things, I think I only wore it once and then I noticed that there was this tear in it. It's literally just the threading has come out from, you know, the leg. So I think it will be a really easy fix. To be honest, if I had my own stuff, I could probably just do it myself. But because I'm going to be going with a few things anyways, I'll just bring them to her and ask how much it is and see if it's worth it or if I should try to do it myself. What do you guys normally do? Do you kind of mend your own items of clothing? Do you ever bring them to a seamstress or get your trousers hemmed or anything like that? Like I mentioned earlier, getting trousers hemmed is a game changer. I've only done it a couple of times, but every time I've done it, those trousers have then become my most favorite pants, you know, that I own. So I really just need to do it more often because when you get that perfect fit, there's just nothing like it. And it's so rare that clothes just like off the rack are going to fit us perfectly, right? So yeah, be great if I could do it myself one day, but I definitely do not have space for a sewing machine or anything like that. Maybe in the future. Let me know, do you guys normally do what I'm doing, like change out your winter clothing and your summer clothing, or do you just keep your whole wardrobe as one all the time, like year round? I feel like if you have enough space, you could do that. But I always seem to live in small places where I have to rotate things in and out. Otherwise, I just would not have room for everything. But I even remember doing it as a kid. And I remember being like so fun and exciting as a kid whenever the new, it felt like new clothes, you know, would be coming out for the winter or the summer. So yeah, it's kind of nostalgic for me doing the little switch over. But yeah, I'd be curious to know what you guys do. I think it's pretty good, to be honest. I've got my knitwear up here, dark denim, lighter denim. These are more sweaters, you know, like crew neck sweaters or whatever you want to call them, you know, casual wear. And then I've got some spare towels and whatnot here as well. There's more towels in the wash, so I'm gonna have to try to fit that in somehow, but we'll see. And then for my actual, like the hangers, I'm doing very light color coordination. It kind of gets messed up over on this side though, because I need to put my like longer items here. So there's coats and jumpsuits and whatever else. So like all longer stuff goes on this side. So it's not as much color coordinated. To be honest, it's just a relief to actually have my winter clothes out because I am in need of a few sweaters. It's been getting colder. So yeah, I'm happy to finally have this task done. Okay, and then for this section, I have my like cotton socks, trainer socks, that kind of thing in the top shelf. Underneath here, we've got all of my t-shirts, you know, regular wearing t-shirts. I've got bras, underwear, swimwear. Down here, we have my wool socks, Pilates socks, and tights. Some more t-shirts, but kind of, you know, bulkier t-shirts, not so much cropped t-shirts. These are more meant for lounging around the house. And then I've got pajamas. This is my Dyson Airwrap, you know, hair tools. And then these are cloths for like cleaning supplies, essentially. We got there in the end. I think that about wraps up today's video. I really got to go get some dinner. But if you made it to the end of the video, you're the best. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And I love seeing you guys in the comment. Anytime you write a little note or write a comment on any of my videos, I see you and I appreciate you so much. So thank you so much for that. Stay tuned for some more cozy content coming your way. I plan on doing like a nice evening in, you know, a cozy evening at home. Of course, we are coming up to December, so there's going to be some Christmas decor. I also might bring you around to show you what Dublin looks like during Christmas. I always think that's fun too. Of course, I need to do some book recaps. I've been getting into doing some crafting things as well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's just a matter of time. Also, if you have any ideas or anything specific that you want to see from me, please do let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.